Uh-oh. All right. Let us have it.
We've got to be more efficient in our practice. Our coaches have got to do a better job of explaining expectations and certain things. We tried to do some stuff together today because we think we can give them a very similar look to what our opponent does, and I just think we didn't have the effort today that I expected us to have, and we've got to bounce back tomorrow and get after it for sure.
Do you expect, Hugh, that you just have these days every now and then? I mean, like you were talking about emotionally, you don't get up, but for
I could care less whether
Yeah.
they're emotional or not in practice, but there's got to be some leadership there that says this is the way we practice. If we want to, go from good to great and take the next step, we certainly can't afford to go out and waste days. And there were some periods today that were wasted. It wasn't the entire practice, but there were some, and that's a bit frustrating.
Heat have anything to do with it?
Sure, it did.
Pretty
but,
hot.
We didn't get to experience a lot of that in camp, and I'm sure that had something to do with it. We're still probably getting used to. We had a little weird schedule, with the first Thursday night game, and then Labor Day. This is really our first week of a normal week where you lift on Tuesday mornings, you go to class, and so it was the first day that was just like that, and I'm sure that takes some adjusting, but we got to get adjusted to it.
I didn't see Robert Conyers out
He's
there.
got a hip flexor. I expect him to go tomorrow. Certainly expect him to play.
what's Lafayette's defense like, Hugh? What are they?
Very, very similar to Boise. I think everybody went to a clinic this year and decided we're going to play a lot of this odd defense stuff. But they do a good job with it. They know what they're doing, and they're in the right spots, and their kids play hard. It's a good scheme, but it's very similar to what we've seen.
So you benefit from having seen it at Boise, obviously?
I hope so. I mean, we certainly didn't handle it very well in the Boise game at times, but having seen it, it certainly can't hurt us. So we'll be better prepared for sure.
What was Jeremy Dunn playing tight end?
He's
The game just started.
He's doing all right. The game was going a little too fast for him sometimes, but as far as effort and being physical and wanting to do well, man, there's no one out there that wants to any worse than him. And it frustrates him when he doesn't make plays. And I thought he had some really good, decent runs the other day that weren't blocked particularly well at times. And he made the yardage that we had to have. So, and I'm keep waiting for us to hit him for a pass, because he's got good hands, and see what he does with it afterwards. But I'm pleased. I mean, he's still got a ways to go. I mean, it's all new to him. He's never done this before, and we're throwing a lot at him, and you have to line up at different places in our tight end spot, and he's having to learn all of that.
How has Christian Morris responded to the attention he's getting?
He's got a ways to go. He's just got a ways to go. He's, hasn't the last couple of weeks been with the scout team and hadn't been working the schemes that we're running, and then just technique is a ways away too. He hadn't played in a while, so I'm glad we got him, and we're going to bring him along because he certainly could. We could use him before the year's over, I'm sure. But he's still got a ways to go right now.
Is he all the way back from the Achilles?
Our trainers say he is.
Yeah.
I don't think that had anything to do with what I saw today. He's just very raw and hadn't been in the grind.